Good morning, fellow Toastmasters. Most welcome to our guest and our area governor, David. You have got to be kidding me. That was the thought that was going through my head as I'm driving down the street in my Ford Explorer, beat up truck, clunk, 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 things breaking down again. Enough. I'm going to trade this thing in soon. So after work that day, I go heading on down to the Cadillac dealership. As soon as I pull in, the first thing I see is this Cadillac Escalade pickup truck. Shiny rims and tires, that thing is nice. So I go onto the lot, hunt down a salesman, and after a little bit of negotiations, victory was achieved. Victory for who, I now know. I go driving off the lot and go right down to Hollywood to see my kids. My 19-year-old son comes running out, "Dad, this is awesome. You gotta be kidding me, this is great." My daughter looks at me a little bit more skeptical, says, "I don't know about this." The next day, I go driving over to work, and my brother, who I work with, was walking out of the office, shaking his head. "You have got to be kidding me." I think the company gas card was more on his mind than my 22-inch rims and tires. At the end of the day, I decide I'm going to go over and see one of my friends. I go driving up to Pompano, I'm sitting in a stoplight, when out of nowhere, bam, somebody slams right into the rear of me. I get out of my truck, ready to go kill this person. You're going to have to use your imagination now. This guy gets out of the van, he's standing there. Long black hair, big, thick, greasy beard, no shirt, no shoes, cut off shorts. That's it. He falls down in the middle of the road, and he's laying there. I go walking up to him and look at him. He says, "What happened?" I said, "You hit me." He turns around and looks at me and says, "No, I didn't." I asked him, "Well, what are you laying in the middle of the road for?" So he gets up, gets back in his van, and takes off. So I jump in my truck, I'm off. Call 911 operator. "Hello, ma'am, I've just been involved in a hit-and-run car accident, and the guy that hit me fled, and I'm in pursuit." Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but the last thing I think a 911 operator wants to hear is, "I'm in pursuit." But I was. I chase this guy down, he pulls right into an apartment complex, pulls up, stops, passes out. I call the police again and tell them exactly where I'm at. A couple minutes later, this nice young female police officer shows up. I show her my truck, I show her the van. She walks up to this guy's window, wakes him up. He gets out of the van, he's standing there. Remember his description. She says, "Please, sir, raise your arms up so I can search you for weapons." He raises his arms up and his shorts fall down. I'm standing there, butt naked. She looks at me and I look down and she says, calls for backup. A couple minutes later, these two nice young police officers, males, show up, take care of this gentleman, and decide they're going to put him in the back seat of her car. They put him in the back seat of her car, fill out all the paperwork, we're getting ready to leave. She goes to open up her car door, and this person had defecated all over the inside of her car. This is a real story. We fill out all the paperwork, they leave, and I never see this guy again. Thank God. I get a copy of the police report, I go down and find out no driver's license, no insurance, nothing. After some research on the internet, I find out where this guy lives, and he's close. So I drive over to his house to meet him after work. He comes home, I'm sitting in his driveway in my truck with the back end crunched and his van right there, also destroyed. I get out and confront him, he denies everything. "This isn't me, this isn't my van, nothing." I tell him, "Okay, fine." I turn all the information into the insurance company. They call me up a little while later and tell me that this gentleman claims he had paid me in cash for repairing my truck. I told him this was not the case at all and to proceed with the claim. We processed the claim and everything got fixed. And a couple months later, I got another phone call from the insurance company telling me that they investigated this guy, they're going to fix my truck, and everything's all right. I was hanging up the phone, I thought to myself, "You've got to be kidding me." Madam Contest Master.